Audience feedback is extremely important in the context of media creation. What it does is allow the audience to decide what my magazine will be like for me, allowing me to tailor it directly to them. These are the people that would be likely to buy the product, so it therefore makes sense that they would have a say in the matter. Conforming to their needs will almost result in guaranteed sales, negating the concept of risk from the situation too. You already know what the audience wants, so you give them exactly that, basically like having a fan base before releasing anything. The audience's ideas might also contribute to the creativity of the creator, therefore increasing workflow from the start. For my audience research, I conducted a survey using SurveyMonkey. I compiled 10 questions that I felt were relevant to the creation of my magazine overall, leading to useful information. I emailed this survey around different media classes since they were likely to have a more educated opinion on the matter. I also shared it on Facebook to gain responses from a more common perspective and target a larger demographic. This method helped to gather a range of quantitative and qualitative data I could then use to base my ideas of my magazine on. This method of research definitely helped me when deciding on the direction I wanted to go with my magazine, whether I wanted it to be minimalistic and unconventional or conform to a standard punk type magazine. Sharing the survey on social media like Facebook made me vulnerable to some fake answers that were clearly not taking the survey seriously. This could cause a lot of my data from areas like Facebook to be unusable, unfortunately almost negating the point of sharing it in the first place. I would often send draft images of my main tasks to my friends to get feedback from them too. This wasn't really a conscious effort for audience feedback, but it definitely helped to shape different parts of my magazine and potentially please a larger audience. My final audience in which I aim my product towards were two divided subcultures in Sheffield, one of them being skateboarders closely invested in the hip-hop style of things, and another being a more generic punk style. I did this by incorporating a homemade feel that is still quite clean looking and aesthetically pleasing to most people. The homemade aesthetic helped to gain traction from the punk audience, and the clean side of it appealed to the hip-hop inspired consumers. Feedback I gained from friends definitely helps me out a lot more in comparison to the questionnaire. I believe this could be because I value their opinion more than people I don't know, and I know they are aware of what I'm actually going for. Since the majority of people at college don't skateboard or have any sort of knowledge about it, it made more sense to ask my friends, people in the culture, on their opinion, since it has more chance of being based on something plausible. When a friend wouldn't like a specific part of my magazine, I would explain why it's there, and if they still didn't understand it, I would realise it's time to change it. Feedback from a teacher helped me to finish my magazine, since they helped point out how my magazine looked like a poster rather than a magazine. This sent my front cover in a completely different direction and ended up being completed very quickly in comparison to how long I had spent drafting different ideas. If I was to conduct research like this again, I probably wouldn't include as many questions where people can enter anything they like. This enables too many possibilities for someone to answer insincerely, which definitely isn't useful to me. I would also start the search with less of an idea of what I want to do. By doing this, I could form an idea directly from their feedback rather than being set on my own idea from the start, which I think I did a lot with this project. Essentially, starting the research earlier into the year would have meant I had more time to make the magazine during the year, and my ideas would have been formed from the answers. I learnt that I can be very stubborn when I have an idea in mind, and sometimes it takes someone telling me that it won't work to finally figure that out. I found it hard to conform to their feedback when I was already set on something very specific, and that isn't what audience research is about overall. So I would change this if I did this again.